You are hitting a wall. Revenue is stable, perhaps even climbing steadily quarter over quarter, but the internal friction within your company is deafening. Every new client onboarded feels less like a hard-won victory and more like a logistical emergency waiting to detonate. You are relying on a patchwork of software solutions that were installed years ago when the company was half its current size and handling a fraction of the volume. The screens load slowly, the data never matches up across departments, and your most talented people spend hours manually moving information from one spreadsheet to another just to keep the lights on. This is the hidden crisis of the successful enterprise. The very tools that got you to this level of success are now the exact barriers preventing you from moving forward. We frequently see entrepreneurs attempt to outmarket this profound exhaustion. They pour massive amounts of capital into advertising and lead generation, operating under the false belief that a higher volume of sales will somehow lubricate the grinding gears of their operations. But injecting more leads into a fractured infrastructure only accelerates the breaking point. The strategic imperative is not to sell more, but to fundamentally rebuild how you deliver your product or service. You are facing the daunting reality of strategic system migration. It is time to replace your core business tech, not because it is completely broken, but because it is suffocating your future. The decision to abandon a working system is deeply uncomfortable for any business owner. The current setup is functional but limiting. Your team knows the strange quirks of the legacy software intimately. They have built elaborate, undocumented workarounds to bypass its daily flaws. Tearing out this familiar infrastructure feels like performing open-heart surgery on a marathon runner while they are in the middle of a sprint. Yet the operational challenges of maintaining outdated technology are quietly bleeding your profit margins dry through sheer inefficiency. Consider the daily reality on your production floor or within your client service teams. When a customer calls with a complex issue, your staff might have to open 3 different legacy applications just to piece together a coherent history of that account. This is not just a minor administrative inconvenience. It is a severe scalability limit. Every minute wasted cross-referencing outdated databases is a minute stolen from innovation, proactive client care, and strategic growth. The digital duct tape holding your operations together is rapidly losing its grip. To break this exhausting cycle, we must address the foundational pillars of your business architecture. For most organizations, this transformation begins with the CRM, or Customer Relationship Management System. A CRM is designed to track every single interaction with your leads and clients, serving as the ultimate single source of truth for your sales and service departments. If your current CRM requires manual data entry from your marketing platform, or if it lacks the capability to automatically trigger follow-up tasks based on client behavior, it is no longer a productive tool. It has become a liability. Parallel to client management is your internal operational engine, which is often governed by an ERP, or Enterprise Resource Planning System. An ERP integrates all critical facets of an operation, including financial planning, product development, manufacturing, sales, and supply chain logistics, into one unified, real-time database. When an ERP becomes outdated, the entire company suffers from a dangerous, localized blindness. Inventory levels do not accurately reflect real-time sales. Financial forecasts are based on weeks-old data, and procurement becomes a chaotic guessing game. Replacing these core systems is the only viable path to regaining clear, actionable vision. Ignoring the decay of your digital infrastructure creates massive compounding technical debt. Technical debt is the implied cost of additional rework caused by choosing an easy, limited solution right now instead of using a better, more robust approach that would take longer to implement. Over time, the interest on this debt becomes unmanageable. Competitors who operate on modern, agile platforms will inevitably begin to outmaneuver you in the marketplace. They will launch new products faster, respond to shifting market demands instantly, and offer a seamless, frictionless customer experience that your fragmented systems simply cannot match. The competitive advantage in today's landscape shifts rapidly away from those who cling stubbornly to the past. A delay in upgrading your core technology stack does not just preserve the status quo. It actively pushes your company backward in a rapidly progressing market. The sunk costs of your current software licenses and the thousands of historical training hours spent mastering them are entirely irrelevant to your future survival. Holding on to a limiting system just because you spent heavily on it 5 years ago is a lethal business fallacy that will cost you market share. Making this pivotal transition requires a decisive shift in leadership focus. You must view system migration not as a frustrating IT headache, but as a primary strategic growth initiative. The ultimate goal is to build a digital environment where critical data flows seamlessly across departments without requiring constant human intervention. This means evaluating new platforms based on their open application programming interfaces, their ability to integrate with emerging automation tools, and their proven capacity to handle 10 times your current transaction volume without stuttering. Before writing a single check for new software licenses, you must rigorously audit your existing business workflows. Technology is essentially an amplifier of your current state. If you automate a fundamentally broken or inefficient process, you will only generate errors at a much faster rate. Map out every single step of your customer journey and product delivery lifecycle. Identify the severe bottlenecks, the redundant managerial approvals, and the manual data transfers. This critical exercise strips away the daily noise and reveals the raw mechanics of your business operation. With clear, optimized process maps in hand, you must establish robust SOPs, or standard operating procedures. SOPs are detailed, written instructions designed to achieve absolute uniformity of the performance of a specific business function. They act as the baseline against which your new technology will be configured and deployed. The new software must be customized to support your highly optimized SOPs, not the other way around. Do not force your team to adapt to the arbitrary logic of an out-of-the-box software package if it contradicts your most efficient, proven workflows. This is exactly where the principles of Lean Six Sigma become invaluable to your migration strategy. Lean Six Sigma is a rigorous methodology that relies on a collaborative team effort to improve performance by systematically removing waste and reducing operational variation. Apply this precise mindset to your software migration design. Ruthlessly eliminate software features that do not directly add value to the end customer or significantly reduce internal processing time. A leaner, highly focused tech stack is far more powerful and user-friendly than a bloated system filled with unused bells and whistles. The actual migration of your historical data is arguably the most delicate phase of this entire transformation. Decades of valuable customer records, complex financial histories, and detailed inventory logs must be extracted, thoroughly cleaned, and accurately mapped to the new digital architecture. Data hygiene is absolutely paramount during this stage. Migrating duplicate records, outdated client contacts, or corrupted files will instantly poison the new environment before it even launches. Treat this transition as a mandatory opportunity to purge the digital hoarding of the past. As the new infrastructure finally comes online, your leadership focus must shift entirely to user adoption and team integration. The most advanced, expensive software system in the world is completely worthless if your team refuses to use it properly. Resistance to change is a natural human instinct, especially when replacing familiar daily routines. Mitigate this friction by involving key power users early in the testing phases. Let them break the system in a safe sandbox environment, address their fears directly, validate their frustrations, and clearly demonstrate how the new platform will eliminate their most tedious daily tasks. The immediate aftermath of a successful launch is often a complex mix of relief and intense recalibration. The initial learning curve will almost certainly cause a temporary dip in overall productivity. This is a normal, expected part of the process. But as muscle memory develops across the team, the true power of the upgrade reveals itself. Automated triggers begin handling the repetitive follow-up emails flawlessly. Real-time digital dashboards replace the agonizing hours-long weekly reporting meetings. Cross-departmental friction dissolves as everyone finally works from the exact same set of accurate numbers. The echoes of those chaotic early days begin to fade into the background. The business transcends its previous limitations, entering a thrilling new phase of predictable, scalable success. You are no longer spending your days managing relentless operational crises. You are finally managing true growth. The upgraded technology stack acts as a massive force multiplier for your best talent, allowing them to redirect their energy toward high-level strategy and deep client relationships rather than mindless data entry. This is the profound return on investment that justifies the intense pain of the transition. This newly forged operational clarity fundamentally changes how you view the horizon of your industry. When your core systems are robust and deeply integrated, taking on a massive new enterprise client or launching an entirely new product line no longer threatens to collapse the company. Your infrastructure is specifically designed to absorb the heavy impact of rapid expansion. You have successfully transformed a brittle, reactive organization into a resilient, proactive powerhouse capable of dominating the market for years to come. If your business feels chaotic, it's not because you need more leads, it's because your systems aren't built to handle growth. Most business owners try to fix this by doing more themselves, which only slows everything down. Before you hire more people or spend more on marketing, you need the right structure in place. We'll take a look at your business and show you where things are breaking and what to fix first. If we can help implement it, we'll tell you exactly how. If not, you'll still walk away knowing what's holding you back. No pressure, just clarity. Click the link in the description of this video to get your free evaluation today.